I remember one day I was working long hours. I was tired, checking my bank account and thinking, what I'm doing with my life. This is Cesar, the older brother, a man in the process of building his life with awareness. And in this week, in this episode, we're going to talk about how I'm rebuilding my life. And I'm going to talk about my weekly system for freedom. So, kia ora, everyone. Everything starts um, around this episode because lately I was thinking about something. Probably you can be busy all day, you can be working, doing different things, moving from one place to another, and still you feel like your life is not really moving forward. And I think I've been in that position. And to be honest, sometimes I'm still there. I'm still in that position. I want to tell you something about my story, my background. And few years ago, my life changed completely. And it was because I used to be a lawyer. I practiced law for 11 years in Colombia. Then, for some professional reasons, especially because I wanted to learn English, I moved to New Zealand. And in this beautiful land, I start from zero. So I start working part time as a dishwasher in a restaurant in Auckland. Then I moved to be in the line of cooks. So I was cooking for the restaurant. Then I decided to study cookery and work as a chef for around 6 years. In the meantime, I was also studying or getting a qualification in business. So my idea was try to build something new, something different for my life. And I made these decisions to change my life, but those decisions had a cost. It was especially a cost in terms of time and financial pressure. Because when I decided to rebuild my life from the background of law in Colombia, I was around 33. Now I'm 40. So it took me a while to navigate through this process of financial pressure, stress, um, uncertainty, and at some point, I was literally just trying to survive, um, but also trying to become something new. That was the original idea. So in the meantime, when I was in this process, with some stress, the cortisol levels, I was tired, and I found something that really helped me to to go through this process. And of course, it was meditation. As you guys know, I'm super fan of the practice of meditation. I've been practicing meditation very consistent for a few months, and I just feel like completely different, like a new human being. And I want just to communicate this and let people know that that's a practice that can help you with many things in life. So yeah, meditation honestly make me stable in that process, and it ground me, and it gives me more energy to deal with that. And now that I'm quite of in a better position, I feel meditation is bringing me to next levels. But we're gonna talk about that in a different video. Um, so when I was in the middle of everything, just busy studying, working, having two jobs, and sometimes even three jobs, trying to pay my studies and keep going with everything. And I realized something important. Like I had lots of activity, but I feel that in some moment I I lost my direction. Just because I was involved in doing many things, I was very much reacting to life, and I mean, uh, it, it was a lack of structure at the end. I think the idea start um, with a nice structure and direction, but in the process, with a couple of years, I just lose that structure, and you know, you know exactly what happens when there is no structure. It's like your life depends on how you feel that day, and on not only that, like it also depends on your job, your environment, your finances, your energy, the people around you. So even if you want to improve your life, you keep moving, but not necessarily moving forward. So at some point, I understood something simple, and is that freedom freedom is not something you wait for, it's something that you build. And I remember when I was working in a restaurant. At that moment I was doing like nearly, yeah, like 72 hours per week. And from the kitchen I have like a little window, and the window was facing a mall. And outside the mall, it was a big, big poster that says freedom. And I always was like looking at that and say like, wow, I just want freedom. I really want freedom. And yeah, at that moment, as I was without a structure and just trying to pursue things and doing many things, but at the end, without a clear um, structure, I was kind of waiting for that freedom. But recently, I decided just to build that freedom. And for that, for building freedom, you need a system. Um, Not something perfect, not something ideal, just something real, um, something real that fits your life, you know. So I start with a very very simple system to organize my week. It was because I was talking with my brother, and we are like talking about many different things in a project that we have together. And one of the things was about like a protocol to organize and change your life. And the protocol is related with the things that you do during the day, during the week, what you want in 1 month, what you want in 1 year, what's your mission, what is the things you are not um, keen to know to live, what are your non-negotiables, and those kind of things. So after I did those questions with my brother, then I start to organize my week according with my mission, my non-negotiables, the things I really want, And at the end, I create like a very simple weekly roster. So, and I know that one thing I'm really keen in this moment is in practice and develop my meditation practice. So I just start my roster every morning like 5:30. I wake up, then I do things related with my personal care. By 6 a.m., I practice meditation during 1 hour, Monday to Friday. So it's quite realistic because I know those days I'm working. So before leaving home to work, I just create that time to practice meditation. And then the weekends, you have the option to, or I have the option to do something different. Like I can spend more time in the mornings with my partner. We can start the day different. We can do some different things. You know, there's many different activities that you can do on the weekends, and you need like some flexibility for those things. Even if I work on any day of the weekend, well, I just start my day with the meditation. And I choose to start my day with meditations because I feel that practice gives me clarity, stability, energy. It reduces, or almost now it's like kind of deleting my anxiety, my bad reactions, and it's keeping me like consistent. So I really enjoy and like and suggest the practice of meditation. And then during the day, like I have some hours of work, so that's my responsibility now. But I also create a space in that roster for my body. So I'm having some time for workouts, for practice yoga, and I'm doing a practice right now into my system that is related with cold dips. So I go to the lake every day, even if it's raining, it's cold, it's hot, it's regardless what's the situation with the weather or my schedule. I'm going every day to the lake and have a cold dip and a little bit of swimming just to keep me connected with the nature, but also to reset my nervous system, to just reinforce my immune system, and well, many benefits that are related with cold dips. During the week, I also include like time for finances. So I have like 2 days where I'm checking my expenditure, um, checking my budget, and I'm like supervising how is everything, my investments. Just planning, executing, and reflecting on the finances. And well, it's not like a perfect system. Some days they don't go as planned. I think the thing that always happen is the cold deep for sure, and the meditation morning and Monday to Friday. But there is some days that you plan to do something and everything changed, but you just know it's a system that is flexible, but you have that on your mind. And if I don't do it in this moment, I just move it to another. But um, I feel that tool is giving me some structure in my life, and something interesting start to happen. I start to talking with people, and it was even this last weekend I shared with some friends, and casually, uh, many of them told me like they want to do some things, but they don't have the discipline, they don't have the consistency, they just have the wish of do something during the week. They want to start, but they just keep postponing the day to start. They are just like pushing forward all the time. And I realized like, yeah, it's not about just motivation, discipline. It's about having a system. Like I show them the simple system that I have in a Excel sheet, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I should do that. Why not?" And hopefully, they are gonna have now like an own system to process the the things they want. Because also one thing I'm in the process of understanding even more is that um, the system it's very good. So I have my roster, I'm having my activities, I'm checking that uh, continuously, and I'm following my days with a structure because all those activities that I put there are related with the things I want in 1 year, that I want in for my life as a mission, but also things that I want to achieve in 1 month. So I just put everything there. And and sometimes that system is good, but if you add on top of that roster some principles that help you to navigate uh, those days, so your system is going to be even more powerful because principles are much, much stronger than just the activities. So I just create something very simple that I call the Freedom Code. So the Freedom Code, it's like a list of some principles that I want to have in my mind all the time when I'm doing um, all my activities. And I want to share with you guys this freedom code. So the first principle related is direction over confusion. What it means? It means that I decide where I'm going, even if it's not perfect. So direction over confusion. Then the second one is system over motivation. What it means? It means I don't wait to feel good. I just follow my structure. So I'm not thinking, oh, it depends how I feel today. I will see if I can do it or I can't. Like, definitely no. I'm just going and following my structure because I create that structure especially for that, to have something to follow. Um, and don't lose the structure on the way. Then the other principle is attention over distraction. So what it means is I choose where my attention goes. And it is related with the last episode in this channel where we talk about how to claim back your attention. So it's attention over distraction. I choose where my attention goes daily. Fourth principle, energy over exhaustion. I don't want to lose my energy. I want to keep my energy and have like good energy. So I need to protect it. I protect my energy with meditation, with nature, with movement. So it's part of the system. Because without energy, then your quality of outcomes and the quality of your moments in life is gonna decrease. So it's good to have like good amount of energy and take care of it. The fifth principle is responsibility over avoidance. So what it means is I face my finances and obligations directly. That's why I'm doing my budgeting, I'm doing my expenditure, I'm doing my following what's happening every single week, planning my taxes and trying to make them the best decisions in terms of money because it's something really important when you want to build freedom. The sixth principle is consistency over intensity. So it means that we do small actions repeated during the week that at the end are building a life. So consistency is more important than intensity. At the end, yeah, practice meditation 1 hour per day could be more than practice meditation 2 hours once per week, or going to the lake every day for 15 minutes. It's better than probably going 1 month per 1 hour. So consistency is more important than intensity. Also, the seventh principle is growth over comfort, and is that I accept discomfort as part of building freedom. And I was during I think some years already, like having seen some discomfort in my life, but I wasn't accepting that discomfort. Now I accept discomfort, and sometimes even I build some discomfort that is related with the growth that I want to achieve. So we all know that definitely growth brings some discomfort. There is no way to grow in your comfort zone. Um, and the last principle is awareness over autopilot. And is that I observe myself and adjust continuously. So it means I'm following my roster, my system every week so I can adjust and um, yeah, just change the things that are not working, change the things we can improve based on the observation that you do of yourself every time when you are um, working on your system. And very much since I start doing this, I feel like more clear, more stable, more focused. And also, I feel like I'm not less busy, but I feel like I'm more in control, and that feeling changed everything, definitely. Like, and I know the the life I'm building is not perfect. I'm still working. I'm still building. I'm still figuring out many things. But now, what I feel with this system is that I have a direction. I have an instrument that help me to navigate, and also that gives is giving me some peace actually. And yeah, if you are trying to rebuild your life, maybe you don't need like a big change straight away. Maybe you just need a simple system that works for you, and in that path of rebuilding your life or improving your life, or the path in your life that you are working on. So yeah, let me know, what is your system? How are you doing to improve your life? And yeah, this is everything for today. Thank you guys. It's been a pleasure to share this time with you here in the Older Brother. And this is Cesar. And see you on the next episode. Bye bye.